Okay, so we're going to do a quick update because there have been no videos this week for one main reason, and that's that it was deer season. So any spare moment we had, I don't hunt, but Joshua loves to hunt. So we were sitting in, we've got 3 boxes here, and plus a whole host of areas that are good. And we were sitting in boxes and under trees and whatnot trying to get a deer. He had set a goal. He's like, I want to shoot an 8-point buck or bigger, and then by the end of the season, if I haven't gotten one, he's like, I'll harvest a doe. So on Friday morning, today is Sunday, Friday morning, he got a nice 8-point buck that he was we had been eyeballing behind our box, and him and Chloe are down there, and he's calling. Anyways, they're down there playing in the field, in the horse field over there, and they're calling for their dogs, and their dogs are all here. Anyways, he got his deer Friday morning, and so that kind of shot everything for Friday. But we got him all processed, and what we didn't keep for steaks and stew meat, we took to the butcher shop, the same butcher shop that we use for our beef, and he's getting some summer sausage, some snack sticks, and bratwursts. So I'm excited to see that and try those. So that'll be good. Another update is we've been working on remodeling that bathroom. You guys remember the video that we did a long time ago where I tore that out? I got a wild hair and finally demoed that bathroom. Let's go take a look at that real quick. So it's really dark in here because I have the light uninstalled. But yeah, finished tearing the floor out. Put a temporary subfloor in here. It's not fastened yet because, well, we just haven't fastened it yet mostly. We got a plug put in. That's going to be the overhead light. The mirror will go there. The sink and countertop will go here. And then there's going to be like a standing pantry here, which will be like storage and whatnot. And then I installed a fart fan, which is why it's dark in here, because I haven't done the drywall yet, and so I have to leave that to where I can undo it and drywall the ceiling and all that. So we are on to drywall next. Finally got all the wiring done in the spare time and whatnot. So let's go look at the stuff that we have out on the table. You're gonna have to ignore the messy garage because, well, hopefully everybody's garage is messy, but we went to Habitat for Humanity, which if you don't know what that is, it's a place where like contractors and individuals can donate extra materials from their projects. You know, say they've held on to it for a long time and then whatever, and they donate it. And those then are sold at a low cost, and the proceeds from that go to then helping rebuild houses after disasters and things like that. Look them up. It's a great thing. So it's a great place to go find deals. A lot of used stuff, a lot of new stuff. If you need a couple pieces and parts of things, sometimes they'll have it. You never know what they're going to have. So anyways, we found some really cool stuff. This is going to be our floor tile for that bathroom. So these are 12 by 24. Kind of a pain to work with just because they're big. So I did buy the spacers that like hold the tile up and everything like that, and will like level everything together, because when you're using bigger tile like this, it is sometimes hard to get everything level. And for those of you who don't know, I don't know that I've ever mentioned it. The family trade was tile. So I grew up in construction. My dad was a tile guy, like a 3rd generation, whatever. My brother did tile. So we didn't start doing YouTube videos until we bought this place. But our last house, you know, my wife and I built, there was tons of tile work in it. So we like tile. It's very expensive to get tile. It's very expensive to have tile installed. Thankfully, I have the skill set to do it. So hence why we have tile. And Habitat for Humanity is a great place to go get tile. So like floor tile like this, we were able to get this for $1 a square foot. And if you're watching this, you're like, holy crap, because tile is expensive. So that's going to be the floor. This will be, it's kind of a blue. So that will be the countertops. Or tile the countertops. And thankfully, like, Schluter has a new system. It's not new, but they have a system out for countertops where they have 3 different places. They have the concave one for the corner. Of course, they have their rounded edge, and then they have one that actually like drops down over the edge so that the tile can wrap around the front of the cabinetry. So that's really cool. Found some random tools like I don't remember what they call this, but this is the drywall mop for the ceiling to put the texture in the ceiling. This was really cool too. So this will be not for the bathroom, but for the mudroom. We found this parquet units, whatever that's in. Anyways, hardwood form, but you do it in a pattern. We're going to do this in a herringbone, and this will be done in the mudroom. As soon as I'm done with the bathroom, we're going to redo the mudroom because that connects to that bathroom. We found an over the John cabinet, so Faith is going to work her magic on that and refinish that. The shelves are all in there and everything. She's going to paint that to match. Guys, we got this for $2. Okay, and over the John cabinet for $2. Anyways. So here's some other stuff, boys. Dark in here too, that we got from Lowe's. Where's the, can you turn that? There we go, now we can see. So these are going to be the cabinets that we put in. These are actually kitchen cabinets, but we're going to make it work because we're DIYing it, right? So this is actually not the right one. If you see, this is a 36-inch base. We needed a 36-inch sink base. So whoever made the order made it wrong, but that's okay. We're going to return this one and get a sink base. And then this is just a bay of drawers. So like I said, the sink base will go in, the bay of drawers, and then the pantry. And then, of course, the sink will go here, and then we'll tile that whole countertop. So that's that. So anyways, as you can tell, we've got a lot of stuff already. There's a few odds and ends stuff that we still need. I'm going to try to find a tile saw because I have a like an old school tile cutter. I don't remember what it's called, but it's where you score it and you break it. But we also found some mosaic tile to do the backsplash around the kitchen one day, and I'll need a tile saw for a wet saw for that. So we're just probably gonna go ahead, and I found one on Marketplace like 15 minutes down the road. I'm gonna message him, see if I can get that picked up. Otherwise I'll just rent one. So yeah, anyways, tools, some miscellaneous stuff. We got a toilet. That's gonna be a half bath, if you didn't catch that. There was a shower in there that was leaking, hence the reason we tore it all apart. And we decided not to go back with a 3/4 bathroom, just do a half. So it'll be just a laundry room, storage, and toilet and sink. And we got a big sink. It's like 36 by 20 something. I don't remember. It's just a big utility type sink. As deep a one as that we could really find to fit in there, so that we have a nice big sink for like, you never know, like sometimes we have bottle calves that, you know, we rescue, like if it's a twin or whatever, and sometimes we gotta wash them off because they're cold if they're calving in the middle of winter. It's just nice to have a big sink, wash a dog or whatever. So that'll be the big sink. The goal with all of that project is to get it done by Christmas. I'd like to at least have the toilet and everything. I'd like to have the toilet functional by Thanksgiving, but we don't really have that much company coming over. But we are planning, we did a big Christmas party and a big New Year's party last year, and we're kind of planning to do the same thing this year. And so it would be nice to have a another toilet, which last year we did because I hadn't tore that out yet. So that is the goal. Shouldn't be too big a deal. I'm gonna start drywalling this week in my spare time. I gotta go get drywall and do that. There's 4 sheets, not even full sheets, but that's what I'll have to get, and get that all mudded in, refinish the ceiling. And Faith's going to be working on finishing the cabinets, because like I said, they're unfinished kitchen cabinets, and then we'll get those put, well, we'll do the full, get the sheetrock, paint it, install the tile flooring, then we'll install the cabinets, and then the countertop, the sink, toilet, all that stuff. So that is the order of operations that we are working against. Monday, since Josh shot his deer on Friday, I did not get to the vet clinic to buy cedars, which isn't that big a deal. We're putting cedars in Monday morning. So first thing Monday morning, as soon as the vet clinic opens, I can run up to vet clinic, get the cedars, and I've already got the shot that we're gonna give them. And we are putting cedars in these heifers. Can't see them, but the replacement heifers all the way back there in that field. Putting cedars in and giving them their first shot Monday morning. And I have a whole schedule. We talked about that, so stay tuned, because we're going to be going through the whole process of how to AI heifers. We did a video on like a brief overview. Now we're going to be doing a full, I wouldn't say how to, because I'm not AIing them, but the whole process anyways. So stay tuned for that. That is just a quick update. I wanted to update you guys because we haven't done a video like we did the one on AI overview, and then there wasn't nothing else this week because this week was crazy. Today's Sunday. I just wrapping up some projects and getting ready to go feed for the evening, and was like, I should do a quick update video before tomorrow, because tomorrow will be the putting in how to put in cedars in your replacement heifers. That'll be tomorrow. So stay tuned.